As Yoda once said,
"Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Consume you it will."
I'll talk about that in just a second. All foolishness aside, did you know that it is a psychologically true fact that once you start to dislike somebody, that everything they do annoys you? Maybe you dislike them because they were cruel to you, or they said something mean, or maybe they just don't think the same thing you do. And now, no matter what they do, oh, your sneeze is like annoying, your laugh is annoying, the way you sit is annoying, the things you enjoy are annoying, your very presence is annoying, I can't stand you, you're annoying, get away from me. Isn't that interesting? How once we perceive somebody as someone we don't want to have anything to do with, or that someone we run into annoys us, and we start to dislike them, every single thing they start doing makes it worse, even when it's not anything to make it worse. Sounds to me like we, as human beings, with all our own faults, have a tendency to just pick and pick and pick at people. We also have unforgiving hearts, and I think this causes us to lose a whole lot of perspective when we're dealing with somebody that might annoy us just a little bit. Well, now, how serious is this? Well, I will tell you what I believe. I believe that it can become so serious that someone could be harmed over it, even physically harmed. Do you know that that's why Jesus tells us that hate is the same as murder? If we hate someone, it's like having murder for them in our heart. It's like wanting them to die. So when we say things like, well, I hate you, you might want to step back away from that just a little bit and think about what that actually might mean. We don't want to have hatred for anyone. Now, let's be honest. There are people that are just going to annoy us to no end. They're going to drive us up the wall. I know some. I'm surrounded by people regularly that probably would get on my nerves if I had to stay with them a long time, or if I had to be around them day in and day out. It might be pretty easy to dislike them. But do you know what? Here's a little secret. I'll bet that there are people that I annoy too. You know, as human beings, we need to get a hold on that. We need to get a grip and not think that we're just the perfect human that needs to be respected and honored and revered, and understand that we might be annoying sometimes too. Maybe we're arrogant or haughty. Maybe we don't see things in the same way. You see, I'm not going to get political because I don't think that's what this channel's about. But we see a lot of this today on the news. Once we start to dislike a particular group or a particular person, then it does not matter what they do, good or bad. We find fault with it. Every single thing they do. And that's not entirely fair, because everyone does good things and everyone does bad things. All of us are not that one-dimensional. There are things that we do that we should be proud of, and there are also things that we all do that we should be ashamed of. And I guess what I'm trying to say with this is, instead of just trying to find fault in everyone and continuing to allow the little unimportant things to annoy you, try to put a stop to that in your heart, or else you will spiral down into a very dark path that could actually lead you to hate another person. And we shouldn't do that, because all of us are made in the image of a loving and powerful God, and He is our Creator, and that image should be honored every day with everyone we meet. And that's why I say at the close of every video, be kind to each other. See you next time.